I don't even know how we got there, because I tried to make it clear how many civil rights, it doesn't just boil down to one conversation, but I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, 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 so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or not.
Do not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those emails actually have. Chairman, I am reclaiming my time.
You will not do that. I am not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Order.
Point of order. Point of order.
Order. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
No, point of order, Mr. Chairman.
State your point.
Is it allowed in the rules for a member to incite violence against another member? I mean, she said she wants to take it outside with.
Hey, I have the First Amendment right too,
and
young
so
man.
I'd like those words to be taken down. I am moving to have those words taken down. I believe it's against the rules.
Going outside doesn't incite violence. You can have a conversation that isn't.
The committee will suspend. The member will state.
Tonight, we take a closer look at a tense and highly charged moment inside Congress, where a routine policy discussion quickly spiraled into a personal and procedural clash. What began as a debate over civil rights and public policy turned into a confrontation between Nancy Mace and Jasmine Crockett, raising serious questions about tone, intent, and the boundaries of acceptable conduct in a formal hearing. At the center of the controversy is a single phrase, "Take it outside," a comment that immediately sparked objections, procedural challenges, and a broader debate over whether the remark crossed a line or was simply misinterpreted in the heat of the moment. But beyond the exchange itself, this incident reveals something deeper about today's political climate, where high-stakes issues, strong personalities, and public scrutiny often collide in unpredictable ways.
State the words he wishes taken down.
Where she said that we can take it outside, which is direct violation against the rules, inciting violence against another member.
What rule? What rule? Cite the rule.
How does that incite violence?
Mr. Chairman, there are, if I might point out, Mr. Chairman, there are decorum rules in the House of Representatives.
And the two parliamentarians are discussing this right now. We'll suspend for a second. All right. The chair's going to make a rule. What the gentlelady said was, we can take this outside if you want. And
okay, so
that could mean you could go outside and have a cup of coffee or perhaps a beer, or, you know, I mean, we have
seriously
lots of conversations outside. So I'm going to rule that that it was, you know, just a...
That it's okay.
That it's okay.
All right, and then point of inquiry.
And remember, this is a slippery slope you're going down, because we have.
Oh, you're going down the
committee,
slippery
as you know.
So just to be clear, in this committee, we can ask, we can threaten violence on someone as long as
that's not.
Excuse me.
I did not threaten violence. I threatened no violence. I threatened no violence.
There was no violence.
As long as at the end.
I threatened no violence. None. You're making shit up as you go along. You might want to figure this one out.
Order. There was
Mr. Chairman.
You were cursing today.
No violence.
Mr. Chairman.
No violence.
I'm going to appeal the ruling of the chair.
Mr. Chairman, I have a point of inquiry, and I apologize because I had a meeting and came right down. Is it true that Ms. Mace was belittled by being called a child? Is that against our rules?
I would have to look up the rues. I don't know that it's specifically in the rules. We asked for proper decorum.
Can we strike it then? I'd like to have it stricken.
Okay.
I'd have Ms. Crockett's word stricken then.
There's a motion. You have a motion, Mr. Frost?
I move to appeal the ruling of the chair.
There's a motion to appeal the ruling of the chair. Chair recognizes Mr. Gosar.
And there's also a motion to strike words, Mr. Chairman.
I move to table, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion.
Motion to take down words, sorry.
There's a motion to table. The motion is not debatable as okay, the motion is not debatable. All those in favor of okay. We're going to vote on the motion to table by Mr. Gosar. To table, Mr. Frost. appeal. So the motion is not debatable. As all in favor of Mr. Gosar's motion to table Mr. Frost's amendment or motion signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
In the opinion of the chair, the
Mr.
ayes
Chair, I
have
ask
it.
for a recorded vote.
The motion is agreed to. A recorded vote is ordered. The clerk will call the roll. We have to do that right now. Clerk will call the roll. Would the clerk report the tally?
Mr. Chairman, on this vote, the ayes are 22, the nays are 17.
The motion to table passes. Now we will go back to debate, and I believe it was Ms. Crockett with 2 minutes and 57 seconds remaining.
Mr. Chairman, I have a
Mr.
motion.
Chair, I actually had more time than that, but
Mr. Chairman, I have
I
a
can
quick
finish
motion.
up in the 2:40.
Chairman, I have
I
a
was-
quick. Mr. Chairman, I have a.
We'll give you 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, I have a quick motion.
Oh, wait a minute, Chair recognize Mr. Donalds.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we move to structured debate for 15 minutes on Ms. Crockett's amendment.
Motion and second to structured debate for 15 minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? No.
No.
Motion passes to limit debate to 15 minutes.
Mr. Chair, I'd ask for a recorded vote.
Really? Yeah. All right, the clerk will the clerk will call the roll on Mr. Donald's motion to limit debate to 15 minutes to each.
Parliamentary inquiry, Mr. Chairman. Are we in the middle of debating this motion?
I don't believe it's debatable, is it? It is debatable. It's debatable. Yeah, the motion debate is already passed. I apologize. So now we're on the vote to the clerk's calling the vote.
Right.
So,
a recorded vote.
Recorded vote
Thank you.
on Mr. Donald's motion to limit debate to 15 minutes. All right. The clerk will report the vote tally.
Mr. Chairman, on this vote, the ayes are 23, the nays are 16.
All right, the motion passes for Mr. Donalds to limit debate to 15 minutes. Ms. Crockett will get her remaining 4 minutes, and then each side will have 7.5 additional minutes if necessary. So the chair recognizes Ms. Crockett for the remainder of her 4 minutes that don't count towards the limit to debate. Then from there on, if there's further requests for debate, there'll be 7.5 minutes each time. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett for her remaining 4 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The final points that I was going to make is while this amendment has to do with civil rights, for whatever reason, the colleague on the other side of the aisle decided to attack Democrats and pretend as if we do not look out for women. And I want to be clear that it's Democrats that were pushing for the Equal Rights Amendment, and I don't recall any Republicans supporting us having the Equal Rights Amendment. I also want to make it clear that just because someone fantasizes or wants to be dramatic about the idea of someone could be a quote unquote man in a locker room or in a bathroom, I've yet to hear an actual testimony of someone who, for whatever reason, has experienced this in real time. But I can tell you some real numbers and some real facts, because I don't like to live in fantasy when I'm talking about how I'm going to govern for the American people. The facts are, in my state alone, in the state of Texas, once they decided that they were going to overturn the Roe decision, 26,000 women then ended up raped. 26,000 is what we had reported. And that was only within about a year's time span. And when they reported those rapes, none of them seemed to have anything to do with trans folk. And I don't recall any legislation to help out those women in Texas and beyond that are actually dying we're not projecting may die, but are actually dying or have died in southern states that have decided that they wanted to go after our reproductive freedom. So as a woman in this country, as a Texan, and as a Black woman who, when we look at the numbers, and I believe in data and science, and I know that that escapes a lot of people in this chamber, but the numbers are clear that specifically Black women have always struggled when it came down to the maternal mortality rates in general. The fact that somebody who looks like me, no matter how much money they have, because I can remind you of a very wealthy tennis star that almost lost her life while trying to give birth. Some things I honestly just don't think should be partisan, and frankly, I do believe in privacy, because honestly, I don't want none of y'all making decisions if I ever end up pregnant and have to decide what it takes for me to save my life. And I give the same opportunity for other women in this country to make decisions as they see fit. So while we look at how we protect women completely differently, I can tell you that at least in the 766,000 women or 766,000 constituents that I represent, I have had them come to me concerned about whether or not they could survive childbirth. But I have not had a single person in my district tell me that they were concerned that they may be raped by a trans person. So if there is an issue to solve in this country based on facts, data, and statistics, I think that we need to look at the type of health care that we are going to advance for women in this country. And with that, I will yield.
Gentlelady yields back. We're going to now go into the 15-minute cap.
What stands out in this moment isn't just the language used, it's how quickly the focus of the hearing shifted away from policy and into a debate over process, rules, and interpretation. In congressional settings, decorum is not just tradition, it's a framework meant to maintain order, fairness, and mutual respect, even during intense disagreements. The phrase, "take it outside," exists in a gray area. In everyday conversation, it can suggest anything from a private discussion to something more confrontational. But within the formal structure of Congress, where every word is recorded and scrutinized, even ambiguity can trigger serious consequences. We also see how rapidly lawmakers move to formal mechanisms, motions, points of order, and recorded votes, turning a verbal exchange into a procedural battle. That shift reflects how political conflicts today are often fought on multiple levels: rhetorical, procedural, and increasingly, public-facing. And that raises an important question for viewers. Do moments like this represent a breakdown in decorum, or are they an inevitable part of a more combative, high-visibility political era? In the end, this exchange is about more than just a single remark. It's about how communication, perception, and political tension intersect in one of the most visible institutions in government. Whether interpreted as a harmless phrase or an inappropriate escalation, the reaction it triggered shows just how sensitive and consequential language can be in these settings. It also highlights a broader reality. Moments like these often overshadow the very issues lawmakers are there to debate, in this case, serious discussions around civil rights, public safety, and policy priorities. As political discourse continues to evolve in a highly public and polarized environment, the question becomes not just what is said, but how it's heard, interpreted, and amplified. So what do you think? Was this simply a misunderstanding in a tense moment, or does it reflect a deeper shift in how political debates are conducted today? Let us know your perspective in the comments below. And if you appreciate thoughtful, fact-based breakdowns like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coverage on the stories shaping today's political landscape.